Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the On This Date in MLB podcast. This is episode 17. My name is Ricardo. That's my boy Kevin right there, and we're just rolling along, bro. 17 episodes. So before we get started, make sure to follow us on Instagram. That's where we are most active. We post 4 to 10 times a day, depending on the flow of news that specific day. Make sure to drop some comments. We have a very active comment section. Some posts get a little crazy where people argue. I don't know if you saw the one last week, bro. Some guys were going back and forth. But it doesn't get too
Which
crazy.
which one?
I forget which one it was, bro, but they started getting a little personal.
I
Uh,
saw I saw they were going back and forth earlier today. Actually, on the last one you posted,
the Angels
the
one, that
Angel
one's so
one.
controversial. Yeah.
That one's getting some heat right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. And don't forget to turn on those post notifications on both the Instagram and the YouTube, so you guys don't miss a thing, and so we can fight the Instagram algorithm trying to keep us down.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll have that Instagram link down below. We also have a YouTube channel where we post one short per day. It is 60 seconds of your time. Sometimes they're shorter. We'll have that link down below as well. Make sure you go hit subscribe on that channel. Like I said, it's only 30 seconds to a minute of every day. Just real quick, bite-sized, one fact per day. We have over 300 videos there. So make sure you go like that. We and then subscribe to this channel, the podcast. I'm still working on trying to get everything on all platforms, but that'll come when it comes. Aside from that, bro, what's up, brother? How you been? The
Uh,
holiday season's over.
yeah, man. It's over. Time to get into this new year. Looking forward to the new baseball season. Spring training is a few weeks away. Oh, yeah, like 6 to 8 weeks away, right? So let's see what the new year has for us, man.
All right, sorry about that. I was just waiting for the amber lamp to pass, the ambulance.
Are you good? I didn't
um,
even I didn't even catch that one.
yeah, I muted my mic. That's why.
Oh, there you go. Smart.
She gets annoying, bro. Okay, so today what we have on tap for you guys, we have three features, the three features of the week. We have some bloopers that we will react to, and we're gonna talk about some of our favorite all-time baseball movies. So without further ado, do you want to get us started, bro?
Yes, sir. Let's get into it. So the first feature we have this week is from December 28th, 1994. Um, the Astros and Padres trade 12 players. So each team sent 6 players to the other team. Just real quick, I'll run through the names. Houston sent third baseman Ken Caminetti, shortstop Andujar Cedeno, outfielder Steve Finley, infielder first baseman Roberto Pettigene. I'm not sure how you say that name. Reliever Brian Williams, and a player to be named later, which was a minor leaguer named Sean Fresh. The Padres sent outfielder Derek Bell, reliever Doug Brocail, Ricky Gutierrez, infielder, lefty reliever Pedro Martinez. What are the odds of having the same name as another great pitcher, right? Um,
Yeah.
left fielder Phil Plantier and Craig Shipley. And just real quick, I was interested to see what kind of WAR those names had accumulated up to that point. And the players that Houston sent to San Diego combined for a 29.6 WAR, and the Padres combined for 5.8 WAR.
Wow.
So the Padres pimped that trade, bro. I'm not, obviously WAR wasn't that big back then, so they factored other stats into their decisions. So I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I did go through that comment section as I was prepping for this podcast, and a lot of people were saying that they got Ken Caminetti and Steve Finley for basically
Right.
nothing.
Yeah,
Like
pretty much.
the word they like to use nowadays, fleeced.
Exactly. Just a couple nuggets before you get into your stuff, bro. So the
Uh-huh.
11 players in that trade, 11 were major leaguers, and Sean Fresh was the only minor leaguer, and he never made the major leagues, bro. He played 17 seasons in the minors, career
Wow.
minor leaguers, 17 seasons. Can you believe that?
Damn, bro.
I don't think I'd be able to handle that, bro. I think maybe after year 10 I'd be like, all right, man, let me call it a
Going
day, you
in,
know?
going into every year, it's like this might be the year. This
Yeah,
might be
bro.
the year.
But
That's
I mean,
hard.
he had a ERA of 3.33 in 849.2 innings, man. So kudos to him wherever he's at nowadays.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a couple more things for you. So the six players that San Diego traded, they actually ended up reacquiring five of them, and three of them were they reacquired them within a year. So within 12 months, they had their players back in San Diego. So adding a little more to the fleecing of the trade, right?
Yeah.
And likewise, Houston, the six players they sent, they actually ended up reacquiring four of them later down the road.
Wow. So
I thought that was interesting.
that yeah, that I didn't know that they ended up reacquiring them. Um, so that kind of um, it was one of like the bigger trades in history. It's
I, I
ranked as
thought
a
I thought it
huh?
was the biggest. I thought it was the biggest one until like we started digging into the history, right?
Yeah, because so this kind of sparked the curiosity for Kevin and I, where we ended up looking into the largest trades in MLB history, and it was kind of I'm sure it happened to you, bro. When I started like searching for this, it like it kept thinking that I was asking for like the biggest impactful trades.
Yeah.
So I
And I was
kept
like,
getting Babe Ruth.
no,
Babe
no.
Ruth is like, nah, bro. Amount of players. Like I had to Google a couple times.
Yeah, I didn't play with the words and shit too. Yeah, I was like, no.
Yeah.
It took me a while too, man. That was funny.
So this is the biggest trade amount in regards to amount of players involved since 1957. That
Right,
time it had happened was this was 12 players. And it was 12 players again in 19 it was 12 players in 1957 between the A's and the Yankees. But let me just
right.
go through his list, bro. The most players traded ever was between the Yankees and the Orioles. It was 18 players. That happened on November 18th, 1954.
Yes.
Um, set ranking second, and this is from first to last. A's Tigers 1957, 13 players. A's Yankees, like I just mentioned, 1957, 12 players. The Astros, Padres, that we just spoke about. And then in 2008, which is kind of like the most modern one for us, Mets, Mariners, and Indians, a three-team trade that happened on December 11th, 2008.
Yeah, that one
Um,
doesn't count because it was three teams, right? That's a little.
oh, okay. Yeah, no, I agree with that. They
It
sent our homie.
knocks it down a peg.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And then after that, 1953, A's Yankees again. Looks like the A's and Yankees had some a good relationship, right, in the 50s.
Right. Yeah.
Um, Padres Cards, 11 players in 1980. Mariners Rangers, 1980, 11 players. Another cheating one. Mets Brewers and Rockies, 2002, 11 players. So yeah, that kind of sparked our interest in regards to that. But imagine all the paperwork, bro, that goes into it, like
Right.
all that, bro. That's crazy.
Like how do you decide? Like I don't that must have been quite a conversation, right?
Yeah. And I think do you think, bro, that like a trade like this is more difficult nowadays because of so many like stats and analytics that are involved versus back then
That's
it's kind of more like straight up?
that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like the information they have the teams have available to them now is ridiculous. So to have all that information about that many players on one transaction would be kind of crazy. Like when's the last time that happened in 2000,
Eight, the
2002, the
biggest
last one
one?
we saw? 2008.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
for our era,
Also,
yeah,
yeah,
2008.
that was three players, yeah. So even with three teams, or maybe each it breaks down to four players per team, so it's less work, right? But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I don't think we'll ever see a, a team trade 12 players like that again, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty big,
And
bro.
I would like to think like you saw some of the names in some of those trades, right? Like I don't think some of those teams knew what they had, you know?
Hmm.
Like I think in the first one, the biggest one, the Yankees got Don Larson in that trade. He ended up throwing that perfect game in the World Series.
Hmm.
Um, And in that second trade, it was Billy Martin. I want to say I remember if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So just yeah, the information they have was just different. But just to circle back to this trade, we both agree that the Padres won that trade, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I yeah, the I believe Caminetti won the MVP in '96.
Mm.
Probably robbed Barry Bonds. I think we talked about it a couple episodes back. But yeah, at least they got an MVP season out of him. And he Caminetti was actually one of the players that after he left San Diego, he went back to Houston. So that was kind of interesting.
And
And
Cabinetti, was he with them when they made that World Series run? 98, I believe so, right? 98 or 97
in
was when they
San
made that.
in San Diego, yeah,
Yes, sir. That's crazy that he got an MVP in there, bro. It's pretty wild. Because he's only like a three-time All-Star, three-time
yeah,
Gold Glover, and a one-time Silver Slugger. That's pretty wild. And he actually passed away in '04. Wow, I didn't know that.
yeah, yeah.
At
He was
41.
yeah, he yeah. It's kind of a sad story how he passed, but
How did he pass?
he
Real quick.
speedballing, bro.
Oh
Heroin and
shit.
yeah.
Damn. Oh man,
Yeah, but
bro.
he could mash back in the day, bro. So rest in peace to Kevin Eddie,
Damn,
man.
I didn't mean to get all political.
I can't believe you didn't know that shit, bro.
Nah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. He
Oh
actually
bad.
died in the Bronx, I want to say, in New York.
That's what it says right here.
Yeah, I read about that shit when we were doing the. Yeah, it's because I think I'm the one who posted about his MVP season and
Oh.
when he robbed Barry Bonds of it. So I
Oh,
kind
okay.
of dug a little more into his background there.
Well, real quick, just to show him some love, bro. RIP. MVP season. 546 at bats, 178 hits, 37 doubles, 40 home runs, 130 RBI, a 1.028 OPS. Very, very great numbers, bro.
Yeah, bro, he could mash, bro. He could mash. Um, but yeah, bro, let's get into this next one. We got the Mets signing Jason Bay. This is from
Uh,
December 29 of 2009. The Mets they gave him a 4-year deal for $66 million, which is fucking cookies nowadays, right?
yeah, yeah.
So the deal included a vesting option that would increase the value to 80 million over 5 years, and the vesting option was based on plate appearances. And Bay he averaged 154 games a season from 2005 when he was with Pittsburgh. Um, from every season after that until his time with the Red Sox. So it seemed like a easily attainable goal, right?
Hmm.
And he actually rejected a 4-year, 60 million deal from Boston in the summertime during the season. And he rejected it because they wanted him to have surgery on his knee, and he said it was a knee that didn't hurt. And they were like, "Well, we feel you'd be better off for the surgery," and so that's why they didn't come to terms during the season. And then at the end of the season, they're like, "All right, you don't have to have the surgery, but we're not gonna give you more than 60." So they're trying to like hardball him, you know. And so that's why he chose the money. And that's what I was gonna ask you, bro. Like, or because we kind of saw how his career ended up after with the Mets, right?
Hmm.
So I think his career path would have been much different had he stayed with the Red Sox because he was coming off probably his best season career wise with the Red Sox in '09.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, he did get more money, but was those 6 million worth it? Probably could have went on a postseason run in Boston. I don't know, bro. That's kind of where my mind went with it, right?
Yeah, well, for sure, he's probably good now. Like he ain't tripping. He's probably all
That, but
that's
that's
probably fine.
that's what I mean. Like I don't know. In that moment, you probably hate it, but after
Yeah, no, yeah, I hear you. He got his 10 years, bro. 11.
he got his pension. That's all that matters, bro. That's
Uh,
right. Yeah.
he got his thing. So real quick, I have some stats that led up to that contract, just so we kind of get an idea of why he expected more. And yeah, 2003 to 2009. That's his 2003 was his debut season. Um, in that time span, 3,897 plate appearances, 579 runs, 927 hits, 185 home runs, 610 RBI, 280 batting average, an OPS plus of 131, an OPS of 896, and real quick that 90s and the 97 season, the 97 season. I'm sorry about that. The 2009 season. He placed seventh in MVP voting, and he picked where are we at right here? 36 home runs, 119 RBI, 94 walks, 921 OPS, 134 OPS plus, 285 total bases, 151 games. So, I mean, I guess you could say you can make a case, man. Like he deserved that extra money, bro, and he probably felt like it. Maybe the Red Sox medical team kind of foresaw this coming, like, but I mean,
I just I mean I understand why him and his agent felt that way, that he wasn't, getting the right dollar amount, because the career path was kind of there,
mm-hmm.
but like I mentioned before, I think it was there, but in Fenway, like as soon as he left Fenway, bro, that shit just disappeared, right?
Yeah.
Because just to add a little more to your stats, so Bay's his slugging percentage with runners in scoring position was 676 in 2009, and that was second in baseball behind Albert Pujols.
Oh wow.
So I mean, the trajectory was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And from 2005 to 2009, Bay was tied for fourth among outfielders for home runs with 155, and fifth with 514 RBI.
Yeah.
So top 10 outfielder right there, bro. I mean,
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
but again, I think it was in Boston. And then also too, he wasn't that great with the glove. Like I don't think he won any Gold Gloves, right? No, he didn't.
Mm-mm.
And obviously playing in Fenway, that short left field and with the monster, obviously makes it a little easier to play than the spacious outfield in City Field. And I think that was back before they even moved the fences in City Field, right?
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
not too sure.
No, those
But
those are good points. So you're saying that if he wouldn't have left Boston, he would have kept having.
I think his success would have continued, bro. He would have, yeah, he would have
Yeah.
been elite.
No, that's a good point, bro. Now, real quick, just out of curiosity, is Pittsburgh a hitter's park? I believe it is, right?
I want to say no. I want to say it's more of a pitcher's park, bro. It's
Because
got some it's
he,
got some power alleys out there, bro.
yeah, well, I mean, he had 900 OPSs in Pittsburgh from '04 to '07,
Yeah.
except for '07, actually 746. Um, his highest OPS plus was 150 in 2005. Played 162 games. So, bro, like you said, bro, the trajectory
Yeah.
was there, and for him to demand that money, I mean, I guess he was. What do you call it, bro? Greed or just knowing your worth?
Uh, I mean, yeah, bro, but like I mean, at that point, this 60 to 66 million dollars is it really gonna make a difference? Like for you and me, 6 million will
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
shit makes a difference, bro. But at that level, does it really matter? Like on top of the success he would have continued to have in Boston, maybe do a little commercials here and there for some car dealerships over there. You'll make that money up.
No, you're right, bro. You're right. You're right. You're
I don't
right.
know, bro. I don't know.
You're right.
But yeah, that's that's something I'll ask him if I ever meet Jason Bay. But
Wherever he's at.
yeah, just another nugget I had for you. When I dug into his background,
Yeah.
he was drafted by the Montreal Expos in 2000,
Mm.
and he was actually traded by the Expos to the Mets in 2002.
Oh wow.
And that was in March of '02, spring training. And in that summer, he was traded by the Mets. They traded him away to San Diego.
Yeah, that's what I'm actually seeing now, bro. That he had 3 games with San Diego in '03.
Yeah, so the Mets had him, bro. They could have got him. They could have just kept him in the minors for nothing. Another
Because
Mets thing, right? shout out to all the Mets followers. We don't mean to offend you, but yeah,
Shout out to the homie J Rod.
those were the type of moves they made back in the day. But now with Steve Cohen around, they're making better moves, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, bro. So I thought that was interesting. And
So you, uh
just a little more, just to follow up with his time in with the Mets. So injuries did derail his career there, obviously, but it wasn't the knee issue that Boston kind of mentioned or was scared about. In 2010, he only played 95 games. He got a concussion running into the wall at Dodger Stadium, so he missed the last 2 months, I want to say. And then in 2011, he missed the first 3 weeks with the year with a strained rib cage. Only played 123 games that year. And in 2012 was just the straw that broke the camel's back. Um, this one, it was two injuries. It was a broken rib and then another concussion. Ran into the fence at Citi Field. So just terrible. It ended up being a bad contract, but nothing led you to believe that it was gonna break down that way, right?
Yeah, that's why those deals are so risky too, you know.
Yeah.
Imagine like just from an owner's perspective, bro, that you're gonna commit that much money to somebody and you really don't know. You really don't know, bro.
Yeah.
So I can
Yeah.
understand why that may hurt somebody's pockets. Not Steve Cohen though, not him. He
Yeah,
ain't
not that
worried.
good.
He's not worried about anything. No, you want to take us into the last one, bro?
Yeah, so the last one we got for this week is from December 30th, 1966. The Braves do Eddie Matthews dirty and they trade him away after 15 seasons with the team.
Yeah.
And he's the only player that played in all three cities that the Braves were in.
Wow.
His first year was in Milwaukee, no, Boston, right?
Boston, I think it
Yeah,
was Boston, Milwaukee,
Boston,
Atlanta.
Milwaukee, and then Atlanta. So his first season was in Boston. He's lived 12 years in Milwaukee, and they were like, hey, bro, we got to go to Atlanta. Get all your shit and let's go."
Move your
Uh,
family, everything.
yeah, bro. I thought that was kind of dirty, but he played one season in Atlanta, and then he got traded away to the Astros.
Wow. So that following season in 1967, he became the seventh player to hit his 500th home run. So that's another kind of sad moment too. Did he catch the 500 with the Braves, bro? If I'm not
No,
mistaken. No, not right.
no,
So
no.
that just
He,
makes
he
it
hit it
that
with
much
Houston.
more.
He was at 493 because I have his stats
Oh
as
my
a
goodness,
stats as a
bro.
Brave. He was 7 home runs away, bro. You really couldn't let the man play
The
another year
fans
there.
too, man. That's
Yeah, man.
heartbreaking, you know. You've been riding with them for so long, and you just want to see your guy get there. Um, and the home run came off of future Hall of Famer Juan Marichal
That's
at
right.
Candlestick. Um, and then during that same season, he was traded from the Astros to Detroit, making his final two appearances in the 1968 World Series. And so he got a ring, at
Yeah, he got
least.
a ring his last year. Yeah, on his way out. So good for him, right?
Yeah, bro.
So it
Maybe
was.
it worked out, bro.
Yeah,
It worked out.
it did. It did. It did
It
for him.
worked out. So, just to get an idea of how incredible his career was before I pass it back to you, 2,391 games, 17 seasons, 271 batting average, 1,509 runs, 354 doubles, 512 home runs, 1,453 RBI, 68 stolen bases, 1,444 walks, 959 fielding percentage, and a 509 slugging. Um, and then what else? Well, in 16 World Series games, he batted 10 for 50 with 7 runs, 5 doubles, 1 home run, 7 RBI, 1 stolen base, and 15 walks. So I mean, just a prolific career, bro. One of the greatest to ever
Y-
put cleats on.
Yeah, definitely, man. I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen enough, or I don't feel like he gets enough love, man. Like, because he played in the shadows of Hank Aaron, right? There was a that was a beast of a 1-2 punch in the middle of a lineup, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
just to kind of put things more in perspective, In those 15 years with the Braves, he had a 94.6 WAR. So just stupid, bro. And when you mentioned that 500 home run, he was the seventh player to do so at
Mm.
the time, right? So just elite, one of the few guys to do it. And he was sixth all time when he retired. And he's actually 23rd all time with 512 total home runs. And just to back up what you mentioned, just a prolific hitter. He had more than 30 homers 9 years in a row, more than 100 RBI 5 times. In 1953, his 47 home runs led the National League and set a single season record for third baseman that lasted for 27 years until Mike Schmidt came around. He had 12 All-Star game appearances. That's only because the MLB had two All-Star games from 1959 to 1962.
Mm.
But surprisingly, he never won an MVP award, bro. He did finish twice. He finished second twice, but never got that MVP.
Yeah. So, oh, go ahead, brother. Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, just one more thing I forgot to mention. I added a video with on the outline for this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Because I kept reading how pretty his swing was, and I was able to find a decent video of him going deep in a World Series. I think it was from 1957, I want to say. And I want you to look at it because his swing reminds me so much of Ted Williams' swing.
Oh,
Just beautiful, bro. And then the more I looked at it, it kind of reminded me of a Josh Hamilton, like just kind of like a little leg kick, and then just a smooth swinging lefty, bro. Just flawless, flawless swing.
well, just
Do
to
you
kind of pay.
do,
Go
do
ahead,
you see
brother.
the video? Do you see the video that I posted?
No, I haven't seen it. Let me see. Let me go to because I have a different. Let me see.
It's really really short one, bro. I just forgot to mention that shit.
I don't see it right here. Because you sent me two links yesterday, huh?
I did. I thought it
Yeah,
was just one, bro.
and one of them had the ones from the week before the Kurt flood.
Oh shit, no, bro, that was a mistake.
I'll
My
I'll
bad.
I'll add it on. No, you don't trip, bro. You're good. You're good.
I'll text it to you, bro, so you can have it.
Yeah, yeah. So I can put it on, and just to show, pay some homage to well everything you just said about his power numbers. He was at, and then on top of that, you're saying that his swing was a little bit like Williams.
Yeah,
So he was, Ted Williams was born in San Diego, and Eddie Matthews was born in La Jolla. And for those California natives, they know that La Jolla is literally like 20 minutes above San Diego. And then Matthews ended up going to Santa Barbara High, which is about 4 hours away from San Diego, up the coast. And I just seen his nickname, bro. I didn't know his nickname was the Santa Barbara Bomber, which is fucking
oh
cool, bro.
shit. No, I didn't
And
know
I
that.
and I've done work, bro, in Santa Barbara. And now, like whenever I go back, I'd like to go see if they have anything for him at that high school, like around, like or
Oh,
like
I'm
maybe
I'm 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 pretty sure they do, bro.
yeah. Yeah. So hey, bro, same area as Williams. Maybe he was highly influenced by Williams, bro,
Just
growing up
just
as a kid.
to just to correct you real quick, bro. He died in La Jolla. He
Oh
was
no shit.
he
So
was born
why
he
would
was
he go
born
to
he was born
oh
in
you're so
Texarkana,
right, bro.
Texas. He was born in
No,
Texas, but he probably moved to California as a young child, Everybody moving
no,
out to
good point,
California.
bro. Good point, bro. I'm sorry about
So
that.
so he did go to high school in Santa Barbara.
Yeah,
That
and he
that's
ended his life in La Jolla. Like not ended his life, but like his life. Oh shit, I'm
he
blooped.
retired he probably retired there. But
I'm
he
sorry about
he
that.
he is buried in Santa Barbara Cemetery in Santa Barbara, California. So
Yeah, so excuse me for
so
that
I'm
one.
I'm I'm pretty sure they have I'm pretty sure that baseball field is named after him or something out there.
For sure, for sure. So yeah, thank you for correcting me on that, bro.
Yeah, of
I
course,
just
bro.
I just seen
I
La
just
Jolla and I was like, I kind of like got a little carried away with it.
no, I just don't want anybody going after us in the comments.
Nah, yeah, they could go after us. Yeah, I was so convinced. Uh, um, should we get into the next one, brother? Unless you got anything else
Do
for
one more thing to follow up on that pretty sing comment. There was a comment that I saw on Baseball Reference, his BR page.
uh
A quote from Ty Cobb that said, "I've only known three or four perfect swings in my time, and that lad has one of them." So even Ty Cobb was paying the respect to that swing. So
damn.
yeah, man, that's all I got for our boy Eddie Matthews, man. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Um, so what you have for us in the new in the not the news, but like the kind of current stuff is top 10 bloopers of 2022, correct?
Yes, sir.
So let's watch the video. Whenever you're ready, let me know.
Yeah, it's,
Now, real quick for the
just
viewers,
yeah,
real quick for the
just
viewers.
go.
No, you're good,
Hold
bro.
on,
Don't trip.
time out, bro.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I just want to mention this is an article from MLB.com
That's what I
from
was gonna say.
Michael Clare.
Yeah, shout out to him. I'm gonna work on trying to get the video on the actual podcast, like we do with our little reactions. But yeah, that was fun. That's just what it is. We're dealing with technology. There's a little bit of a lag. Whenever you're ready, bro, let me know and I'll hit play.
Ready, brother.
All right, 3, 2, 1. And here we go. The top 10 bloopers of 2022. Number 10.
So this was in the minor leagues. The first baseman pulls off the hidden ball trick. And I actually put that one on the first base coach, bro. That's he just missed that one.
Yeah. Oh, I remember seeing this one, bro.
And this was a World Series game, man. There's just or is a glitch in the system.
Remember, real quick, remember when Westminster did the hidden ball trick on us?
I don't remember that one, bro.
You don't
No,
remember?
no, I don't. Actually,
D. Gordon.
D Strange Gordon to you, sir.
Yes, sir. You're right. You're right.
A whopping 61 miles per hour.
Oh, he pegged him. Imagine, bro, like 52 will probably still hurt my ass, you know?
I probably would have tried still getting out of the way, right?
For real.
This one I was gonna ask you, bro. Does the squirrel really bother the flow of the game? I'm pretty sure if a ball goes anywhere near the squirrel, the guy's gonna jet the other way, right?
Yeah, for
I don't
sure.
think
But I
they're.
think it'll just for seeing it from the corner of your eye, it might kind of fuck with your route.
So this one was a Doug. This was a world. This was a playoff game in LA,
Yeah, I remember this was going everywhere, bro. It was
and
probably from Echo Park, huh?
and I remember Gavin Lux actually had a single to right field, and the Doug didn't budge, bro. Just chilling.
In the trash can, no man.
Oh, this guy! I'm never gonna
Oh,
forget
the
this one.
phone, bro.
He actually, yeah, the umpire pointed it out. He actually got suspended for a game. Hey, he was giving it to his coach. He didn't want to
Yeah,
take
and he's like, "What are you
it. Late.
doing, bro?" Oh, is that
Oh,
Grisham? No.
no, this was Jose Azocar did his best Jose Canseco impression. This one's gotta suck, bro. They combined
Oh,
to
that's a home run, right? Over the
yeah,
yellow
yeah,
line.
yeah. They combined to give him a home run to I believe that was Reese Rengifo from the Angels.
No, no,
No
no
communication.
communication.
This one's got to be one of the most hopeless
Oh,
feelings in the world, bro. And
it's
that
crazy.
one actually ended
Oh,
up
look
being
at the sky too, bro. Like it was like kind of like an overcast. That probably had a lot to do with it.
that
This is where
too.
he fell, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, Julio Rodriguez making a second appearance on on the top 10 list. And I think this was to lead off a game too. The first hit of the home half of the inning.
He's so great for the sport, man. It's gonna be great to watch him.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, the Mariners can continue their success up there, man.
Mm-hmm. Let's see number one. Oh yes, I remember watching
Oh
this
yeah,
too.
so I think this was there was 3 errors on this play, right? So look, he didn't catch the ball first, and then the catcher just
Oh yes,
airmails it.
just takes me back to the JV days, bro.
Yeah.
Eat the ball.
God. Oh, just throwing the ball everywhere, huh?
It's just that instinct, no, to try to like get at
To
the
try to
outer,
make a. I mean, they
make
had
a
him.
play.
He had him dead to rights, but just
That's a great one, bro. I'm glad
it's
you
the worst,
included that one.
worst timing for that throw, man.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think is the worst feeling? The catcher throwing that ball and just seeing it go, or well, I forget the name of the Red Sox center fielder, Duran, I want to say, right?
I want to say the catcher, bro,
It's a
because
hopeless feeling, bro. Like as soon as you let it go, you just no.
yeah, and like with the outfielder for the Duran, like you said, I seen the sky, bro, and it was a little overcast. You know, there's a
You're
little
right.
more,
You're right.
a little more, leeway for him, even though he's a pro. But that catcher, little toss, bro, and then the third baseman is just right there, like a. Oh man,
Yeah, that's funny, man.
that's some good stuff, bro. I'm glad you included that one. We gotta get more funny shit on here.
Yeah,
Um,
and that was actually from December 26th of 2022 when they posted that news story. So go
cool.
and check that one out, guys.
And again, it's on the MLB website by Michael Clare. He's the one that I
Yes,
guess put this together. So the last one, bro, before we let them go.
yes, sir. For this one, I found another article on MLB.com. It was the 25 best baseball movies of all time. This was an article by Will Leach, December 24th, 2022. So I made a top three for myself, and I want to hear your top three, and we'll go back and forth.
Okay.
So number three, I have Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
It was a movie from 1993.
Okay.
I I just remember being on TV so often, and that I always sat down to watch it. Because
Mm-hmm.
as a kid, what better dream to be a kid on a major league team, right? Throwing
Yeah.
gas, throwing gas.
Yeah. Number three for me is Moneyball. I
Okay,
just really enjoyed like a baseball movie about the office, the front office, like
right,
seeing
right,
all
right.
that stuff. And then it's just one of those movies that I just really like seeing, like, because I really like the vaccine stuff, so it was cool to see. And then we every now and then we get the replay of the Scott Hadenberger home run. Hadenberger, I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry.
Hatterberg, Hatterberg.
Yeah,
But
Hadenberg.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was. That's one thing I was gonna mention to you. That's one thing that I did. That one did not make my top three, but I did really like how they incorporated the highlights of the actual game into the movie.
Yeah. I
It
wish Miguel Tejada would have made some more appearances. Just because growing up, he was one of my favorite players, bro, Miguel
right.
Tejada. But yeah. So what's your number two, bro?
Number two is Major League, the
Okay.
movie from 1989. Just the characters, Pedro Serrano, Willie Mays Hayes, Rick Vaughn. Just you know, many a lot of quotables from that movie.
Yeah.
Things
Yeah.
that we reference to this day. Constantly.
Yeah. The that I've enjoyed that one, bro, a lot. My number two is the 42, the Jackie Robinson movie from 2013.
Okay.
Um, I really like obviously all the historical aspect and just like an old baseball movie, kind of like that's newer, modern, but like with like updated graphics, basically.
Okay. Okay.
Where it's like
I've
everything's like,
actually I've actually never seen it, so I'll have to check that one
bro,
out, man.
oh my God, it's incredible. You gotta watch it, bro.
And I think it's on Netflix, right? If I
I believe
remember
so, bro.
correctly.
I highly recommend it, bro. You're gonna love it. It's so damn good, bro. It's so good.
I'll check it out.
What rounds off your list, bro, at number one?
I think you're gonna have the same one, bro. I got Sandlot.
Is there all day? That's everything, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's our childhood, bro.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna mention, bro. Just the childhood memories, just playing baseball. What better way to spend the summertime playing baseball on a nice hot summer day, right?
Yeah, one of my favorite scenes from that movie, bro, is when they all chew tobacco and go on that spinning race.
Yeah, at the carnival
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's just like, that, or when they all kind of get their money together for a baseball, like,
for the baseball. Yeah.
yeah, takes me back. But yeah, bro, that those are some cool ones to end on, bro. Good choices, good choices. So with that, we'll let everybody go. Real quick, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram. We'll have the link down below. We post there anywhere from 4 to 10 times a day. We also have a YouTube where we post one short a day, so it's no longer than 60 seconds. We'll have that link down below. And Kevin wants to tell you guys something too about the Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah, just don't forget to turn on those post notification, guys. That way you don't miss a thing, and we don't get lost in your guys' feeds there. So
Yes, sir.
make sure to fuck with us.
Yeah. And just to reiterate something that we haven't brought up in a minute, we just do this for the love of the sport, man. Like, there's no like um, ill intention behind anything we do, man. Like, this is truly um, our life's work. That's how we look at it, and we're just dedicating everything we can to this because it's just a sport that's been there for us since we were kids, and that's where all this stems from, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Just to follow up on that, we're going on 4 years deep, right? So yeah, just
Yeah,
just trying to grow this thing. I start off just as the Instagram post, and just trying to grow this thing into a little baseball community, guys.
yes, sir.
So just appreciate the follow.
Yeah. So with that, we'll let you guys go, and we'll catch you guys next week. I'm Ricardo, and that's Kevin. We'll catch you guys
Peace.
next time.